All right, and welcome to After the Scream podcast. My name's Chris, the independent filmmaker.
I'm Jess, the non-independent filmmaker.
That's right. And what do?
We review horror movies, and we also do interviews with creatives in the horror space or the horror genre.
That's right. So what are we doing today?
We are actually going to review a movie that just came out today, We Bury the Dead.
What's the name of the movie?
We Bury the Dead.
Oh, I thought you were just commenting about burying the dead.
Oh.
This is an Australian film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that premiered at South by Southwest last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is out. I think it's like the first
horror movie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's only January 2nd of 2026.
It's only the second.
Which, Happy New Year, by the way, everyone. Welcome to 2026.
I did that with one finger. That was weird. All right. Do you want to know what it's about?
I already know what it's about, but I'm sure they want to know what it's about.
You want to know what it's about. That's right. So the story centers around Ava Newman, played by Daisy Ridley, a woman searching for her missing husband in the aftermath of a catastrophic military experiment that wipes out, much of the population. Ava joins this body retrieval unit with the hope of finding him alive, but the mission takes a horrifying turn when the dead do not stay dead, then some of them begin to rise. Story that blends the classic horror zombie tropes with an emotional depth, exploring grief, loss, and the hope alongside the horror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's the synopsis.
Synopsis. I like a synopsis. Yeah. So like I said earlier, just a few seconds ago, Daisy Ridley is in this.
Mm-hmm.
And, I liked her back in the Star Wars things a few years back. They weren't all well received, but her acting was
pretty good.
Was good. So we haven't really seen much of her.
And I didn't even recognize her.
And
I was like, who is this again?
I was like, yeah, the Star Wars girl. Yeah. You're like, okay.
Oh.
So, and this also comes from writer-director Zach Hilditch. He's, like I said, it's an Australian film. He's an Australian filmmaker. His breakout film was These Final Hours. And then he did Stephen King 1922. So he's been around a little while doing some films. So this is his latest film that's just come out. And it's a short film, right? It's
it's only an hour and a half, I think.
Hour and a half. So
not bad.
You don't have a lot of time. This is the film for you, right? Yeah. So I think you can tell from, because you clicked on this film that we like this film.
Yeah.
We really, really do.
I did.
Absolutely.
There wasn't too many issues with it.
There wasn't too many issues.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think a lot of people are going to have issues that are horror fans, right? We've talked about this a lot. The hardcore horror, blood and guts, slasher blood, kills, everything person out there, which I love horror, and that's why we do this podcast. But this is not
that movie.
That is not that. This deals with grief and emotional loss. That's what Ava is going through, from her husband, searching for her husband, human survival, that instinct and that desperation to survive through something that's just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's an emotional horror, basically.
Yeah. Some of the horror fans might not like this because you got to kind of come into this a different way. So this could be a negative for fans out there because I feel like this is a drama with horror. It's a horror adjacent film to me. These people are dealing with an outbreak. And how they gonna handle that? Who's important to you? Who they have to find? That kind of thing, right? What do you think?
I think so. I think it's like almost a survival of the fittest in a way because this is a new type of zombie. It's not the typical brains, So I definitely think it's a different take on it, and I like it.
Yeah, and that's one of my positives, and it might be one of your negatives. Is I have done zombie films,
yes,
right? And I it's one of my genres that I really love, but I am always looking for another different take on it. And I think this filmmaker found that, and I appreciate him exploring a different way of zombies because because why do these zombies come back?
They have unfinished business,
right? So it's
almost like the ghosts.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier because it's like to me like a ghost haunts you.
That has unfinished business.
Unfinished business. So this is almost like a ghost in zombie form. So I don't know if he thought of that when he was thinking of that. That's what I thought of when I found out that that's why they are coming back to life.
Mhm.
And there's some slow ones and some fast ones and something like that. But this really follows her story
Mhm.
and her journey and getting to
Her husband.
find her husband.
Yeah, because they unfortunately have unfinished business.
They do, and that's another thing as we go through the story. There's a lot of we do get some backstory because we do have
Mhm.
some backstory that you want to know more about. But this does have some backstory of
Their life
their
together.
life together. As it starts out, it seems great, and as the flashbacks continue, you're like, oh, there are troubled waters in their
Mhm.
relationship, and I think that is a smart way to even intensify why you need to get back because if you get in an argument with somebody or things aren't going right, it's just like I want to talk to that person and smooth everything over. And that's her mission and her goal. And it reinforced that even more. And I think um well, we can't tell you if she gets to do that or not because that would spoil it.
No.
Another point I wanted to bring up about these films, and I'm like, just to open your mind, a little bit, you're already open mind, but open your mind out there to that is I think I'm enjoying these new refined type movies. This to me, it's a refined horror. What were you calling it before? You had an
Emotional horror.
emotional horror
Yeah.
with zombies. But I think we're starting to see a new elevated, refined
Emotional horror.
horror out there.
I just need a
And
button for that.
I need emotional horror because we've seen several films from Osgood Perkins that
Mm.
are not straight up blood and guts.
Slasher.
It's things they're films that make you think a little bit. And I'm like, not this one, not necessarily needs to think because you're just following the journey. It's like you understand it, but it's a deeper journey. It's really about the character.
Mhm.
And then I think a lot of people out there that are those true horror people, they don't care about their like, I don't care why Jason kills people or whatever. Michael Myers kills people.
We just want to see the
We
kills.
just wanna see the
and
kills.
blood in the guts.
So if you're that type of person, don't go see it.
This might not be for you.
It's not for you. But if you
Yeah.
like that more refined, emotional,
Horror.
horror, yeah, I think that's the word. Then this is I think this is going to be
This
for
is
you.
the film for you.
There was a couple other things you liked about this film a lot, and
Uh-huh.
I think I agree too. So hit it.
Yes. All right. So I really enjoyed Daisy Ridley's acting. I think she did a great job to stay in that emotional state throughout the movie because you really see her kind of go through it and have to, kind of battle it out in her own emotional world. And
And the other journey with her too is kind of she is this timid, almost kind of timid way. She
A
doesn't
little
really
bit.
know how to navigate this world, and by the end, she has an axe.
Whew, yeah, you see her just like, okay, enough's enough.
So she grows throughout the film, and
I think she becomes stronger.
she does become a stronger person
Yeah.
throughout the film. What else did you?
I
enjoy about it?
really enjoyed the oh gosh,
Oh Lord,
cinematography.
there you go.
I really enjoyed that. I thought it was shot very well.
It was. I really appreciated that as well.
Yeah, and I really liked some of the location shots. Like the scenes in the background were just stunning and absolutely beautiful. So
I agree.
I was like, oh, I want to lay on the beach like
Yes,
that.
I agree with that too. Obviously locations up the production value and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
obviously having these great locations really helped out a lot. The cinematography was really well done. Again, it's still that close up bokeh blurred background, that we've gotten used to more. So,
Mhm.
there are other ways to film, but I think they did this one
Yeah.
justice by that way. And that's what we've come accustomed to. I kind of want to start going backwards to not start doing it that way and doing it back the way they did in the 70s. But,
Oh, I like it this
but
way.
yeah. And what else did you like? I like I'll tell you one, the script.
Yeah, you're
Some-
all about that script.
And it was funny because I was thinking about it while we were watching the movie. I'm like, I want to read this script because I felt like it was put together well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the writing was well. I'm interested to see the writing between the dialogue, the actions and all that stuff, what happened. But I think it was a well done script as well. And I think that's why they got it made.
Yeah, I do too. I wasn't bored with this film either, even though it does have some slow moving parts, but I would never got bored. I was like, okay, we have to know this backstory in order to keep the story moving forward. So I think,
I didn't get bored too because
mm-mm.
you're kind of obviously you're waiting for the zombies and it takes a little bit to get there, and then some of them don't move, and then some of them
Yeah,
do move, and you're like trying to figure out why that happened. So it was an interesting combination of moving fast, moving slow, not moving at all. I found that fascinating in a way, instead of just wanting all of them to be chasing you and ripping in your
chopping
shreds.
their heads off.
Yeah, I found that I found that fascinating because again, some people have complained. This is another film of people acting stupidly.
Around
They make the
zombies.
characters act stupid. When the characters are supposed to act stupid. But to me,
This
if
was not that film.
no, because well, you your zombie outbreak, apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, just happened. I still feel like you're going to have people doing stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
I can think of plenty of people that'll be doing stupid things in a zombie apocalypse. So I don't know why people complain about that so much. I think if they had been 15 years into apocalypse, then I think they should know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
unless something changed in the apocalypse. But just something that just broke out and you don't know how to interact with these things, then yeah, I think people are going to do some stupid stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I think if you're talking about characters that are emotionally hurt, if you're talking about those characters, then they're probably going to do stupid stuff because all they're trying to do is their end
They're
goal is
focused.
they're focused on one thing and
Mm-hmm.
they're going to do it no matter what. So tell me, I know there was a couple things that you didn't like about this film.
Mm-mm. The teeth grinding, and if you go see the film, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, it makes my skin crawl. I can still hear it.
I liked it
It's
because it was something different
it
and
was
it made your skin crawl.
I did like it in that sense because I'm like, okay, this is new, never seen that before. But in the fact that it was like, oh my God, make it stop.
And you wanted
Oh,
more
I wanted a
backstory
little more backstory.
on.
I'm getting
Okay.
there. I wanted more backstory on because it was the government experiment and it basically started out, we have an explosion, people died, we got to go retrieve them. There might be some zombies that are coming back. So it was just very quick and short. And I get sometimes, you've got to just get the story out there and keep it moving. But I would like to know a slight more backstory, what the experiment was, how did the explosion happen.
hmm
So I feel like we were kind of left on a cliffhanger there.
I agree. I agree. It would have been nice to explore that a little bit more. I think you just wanted to jump into that and be like, "Hey, this is
Mhm.
what happened, and we're moving on, and we're following
Keep it
that,
moving.
keeping that moving." We got to know her backstory. I would have liked to know the guy that she spent the time with during that story,
Yeah.
because another guy that she does run into, we learn more about him than the actual guy that she's traveling with
With
most of the time.
Mhm.
We learn at the end, but I would have felt
More emotion towards him besides.
if I knew a little bit more during
Mhm.
that, and I felt that's the way it was going to go, but it didn't know until he said it at the end
Yeah.
that that's the way he was going through some stuff as well.
Yeah.
I think also the trailer is really good, but it
Mhm.
doesn't really match what this movie is, and I think that's why
Mhm.
people go and they're like, "Oh, this movie, yeah, kill, 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 bloody, bloody, bloody," and then they go and they're like,
Ow.
"Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought I always bring a blanket to the movies because I'm always cold. But I was like, okay, this is a good one to cover the eyes. And nah, not once.
yeah."
A couple times I was like, ooh, but
So
nothing
again,
like
I
that.
still call this like that gateway horror. This is somebody that could go in and just watch this, pretty
Yeah,
easily.
it's not
That's
that
not a
bad.
big horror fan or not can't take the horror a lot because it's really that emotional journey.
Mm.
Journey.
Jeremy.
Journey.
Huh.
All right. So what would you rate this on a Screaming Smiles scale? Say that fast 5 times. From 1 to 5. Screaming Smiles scale.
I'm on a 3.5.
3.5. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the teeth got me. Oh, it was good. I liked it. But at the same time, it just made my skin crawl.
Okay.
And then again, just because I didn't get a little bit more of that backstory.
Okay.
So I think that's where
I'm going
landing.
hard 4.
Of course you are.
Yeah. It was, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It kept my attention.
Mhm.
I wanted to see her get to the end. I want to see more about these zombies. It just makes me want a little more, like,
Maybe there'll be a part 2.
and maybe there'll be more. So I'm going strong, hard 4
Okay.
on this.
All right. Well, you stick to your 4 and I'll stick to my 3.5.
I will. So if you're enjoying this content, Please like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And what else do we want them to do?
Comment.
Comments.
We like comments, so we will respond back. We would like that a lot.
Yeah, please respond back. Tell me what your favorite zombie movie is out there, and then we can have a conversation about it, because
Yeah.
I do like talking about zombie movies
He loves it.
and movies in general. So, again, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
This has been the After the Scream podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you soon.